Hi guys, it's Karen here again, using up some of my stash again, and this time it's an old Scraptastic kit which was based around the My Mind's Eye My Story collection. It's a really old kit from probably 2015. I think if you look at it you can possibly tell why I haven't used it all up. There's a lot of yellow and a lot of pink in this kit, which are not colours I typically use very much. They're not colours I'm particularly fond of. Well, I like pink, but I'm not a big fan of yellow, so I have struggled with this kit and that's why I've got so much of it left. But I decided that I'm really determined to try and get some of these old kits used up, and these photos that I've got I thought went quite well with this kit. As you can see, it's my daughter and her boyfriend. They're on their travels, or they've been on their travels. They were in Thailand at this time and they came across a rabbit cafe. It's actually a rabbit cafe, can you believe? And the rabbits actually join you for drinks, join you for lunch, I'm not quite sure. But I thought the colours in this kit were quite appropriate because it's sort of quite sweet and fluffy, and I thought they all went rather well together. So I'm giving it a go, using up the yellow, completely out of my comfort zone because, as I say, I'm not a colour I'm very comfortable with. But I do like how this kit turned out. I'm really pleased with it. So let's crack on. I'm doing my layers. So I've got two different yellow papers. Most of them I think were from this My Mind's Eye collection, but this brown piece, which was also in there, this is an authentic piece. It's quite it's a really dark brown, and I thought it would work as like a good contrast to make the photos and the other colours pop away from the page. This brown works quite well. So I'm just cutting it and then just tearing off the bottom piece just to give it a slightly different texture underneath each photo. So you see I've got three layers behind each photo there, and I'm just offsetting them a little bit because the smaller piece, the zigzaggy piece of yellow, wasn't quite big enough to completely back the papers. So I'm just offsetting them a bit, making them not too perfect. And I went into my stash and picked out all the rabbit embellishments I could find. There weren't that many, but I found three. I think two of them are probably Maggie Holmes from different collections. I'm not sure where that yellow one came from, but I thought they all looked quite cute on the page, and I managed to fit them all in. Then I found another sheet. This is from, I think this is from a 6x6, a few 6x6 pieces I had from another kit that actually matched this kit. So you can see it's tiny butterflies, so I thought I'd add them as another layer. So it's just one 6x6 sheet that I've torn in half. I'm going to use that as well to back up. And then in the embellishment pack I found these banners that said happy, so that's what I ended up using. I wanted to use them. I thought they looked good on this page. The backing sheet, the very pale pink zigzag backing paper, is actually a Scraptastic exclusive, because they used to do a lot of those, and I thought it really made a lovely backing paper. So the happy I put there for the time being. I wasn't sure how I was going to use it, but in the end I do incorporate it as part of my title, and I've also put that butterfly there again to see how it would work. Now I'm just looking through some of the embellishments. We had lots of embellishments in this kit, and this is a page of brads. So I just wanted this tag, but I didn't want the brad with it. I just wanted to tuck it underneath, which says hello, because I like that. I thought that fitted quite well. The gold scallopy piece doesn't end up making it on the layout, but I'm leaving it there for the time being. Just going through a few more embellishments. I picked out that other hello piece because it looks like they're saying hello to the rabbits. So I thought hello might be quite a good embellishment. So I'm just picking out a few bits to see what I can use, tucking things in here and there. Now I'm going to start sticking all the layers together. I know that this is how I want my photo layers to work, so I'm going to stick them all together using some double-sided, just trimming that down a little bit to make it fit how I want it. There we go, sticking that to the brown, lining it up properly. And then that piece of that little butterfly piece just tucked behind there as well. So I've just torn that across the top edge again to give it a little bit more interest and a little bit of more texture. They're just poking out. It's not really very obvious that it's butterflies. Now I'm starting on the other one, on the photos of George's picture. And as I turned around that last piece, the one with the butterflies on, to put the double-sided tape on it, I actually decided I preferred the script behind his photo rather than the butterflies. I thought perhaps it was a bit more appropriate than butterflies for a picture of a boy. So yeah, I just got to make sure I had to tear it the other way, because it was to keep the script the right way up. I had to tear it at the bottom. So I just wanted that poking down at the bottom, whereas the other one was poking out at the top. Now I'm just going to stick down these happy banners, because that's now going to form my part of my title is Happy Hour. So I'm just sticking those across the top there. And then I'm using a sheet of thickers. These are foam thickers in the gold, and they've got this sort of slightly minty coloured foam at the back, and that's the Happy font. They're really lovely, these thickers. And they're beautiful to stick on, very easy, you don't have to use extra glue. And there's going to be another part of the title is going to be added a bit later on. So that's the first part. So I've just got Happy Hour, and now I'm going to start putting together the various layers of photos and the embellishments, trying to tuck them all in so they make a nice arrangement. So that's the arrangement I've gone for, slightly off-centered with each other, not too lined up. I wanted it to be a fairly casual look. Just fiddling around trying to get them where I want them. Deciding whether I'm going to use that gold scallop or not. Now I'm looking for something to do some journaling on, because like with my previous couple of layouts, I wanted to give Hannah the opportunity to do a bit of journaling if she wants to, but I didn't want it to be too out in the open, so I wanted to pop something behind that photo of her so that if she wants to add some journaling, she can. So I'm just going to make, it was a journaling spot that's just an oblong piece, like a piece of 3x4, I think, but I'm going to add a bit of thread to it so that we can make it into a tag. But at the moment I'm just working on my part 2 of my title. So I've used those pale pink tile stickers for In The, and it's going to be In The Rabbit Cafe. And these other thickers, these are HipKit exclusive thickers or alphabet stickers. They're a puffy sticker and they're gold, and they're beautiful font, and I really love them. So I thought they'll make a nice part of the title at the bottom. I'm going to pop that in down at the bottom. So I've just got that ready, but I haven't quite stuck it on yet. Just seeing where everything is going to fit. And I'm just working out how I'm going to do my tag for the journaling. And I'm just, instead of doing, in the past I've done it on some foam so that it lifts up the photo, but this time, because I had so many layers, I didn't really want it to lift it up any higher. So I'm just putting a piece of tape either side, just as a bit of a guide, and then I'm going to put a piece of card across the bottom as a stopper, so it doesn't disappear completely behind. I'm just going to stick that little piece of card across the back of the page of the photo layer, shall I say. You can see what I mean. Just an odd scrap. If I put that there, then it will just hopefully stop the tag from sliding in and disappearing. And I'm just going to put a hole in it and add some twine, make it into a tag. I'm not going to shape it or anything. I think it's fine as it is, and because it's got the lines on it already, it already is quite clear it's for doing a bit of journaling on it, and it doesn't need to have anything else done to it. I didn't embellish it or anything because it's mostly going to be out of sight, and it's there to be written on. So just rearranging things again, getting them back where I want them, so I can now start sticking things down. So I've got my tape either side of that cardstock there. And do the same on the other side, stick down the photo of George. There we are. And then I'm just going to add those few little extra embellishments. So this tag, this hello tag, is going to tuck in underneath. And then this rabbit piece. It says on it, "So cute." I mean, these photos are just as cute as can be. I think it was even George enjoyed it. The idea of this little rabbit having a drink out of his glass. I mean, it's just too cute for words, really. And then this little pink rabbit, he's going to be popped up on a bit of foam, I think, in a moment. And I found this other rabbit. I haven't quite decided where he's going to go. I think he might just go on that corner there. And I'm popping in my tag. Fits in nicely behind the photo. And I've decided to commit to the butterfly finally. So he's gone on. And now I'm putting on my title. There we are, I've stuck that down. So there's the bottom bit says "In the Rabbit Cafe." Fairly self-explanatory, really. That's where they are, and they're clearly very happy. So they're having a happy hour. I mean, I don't think it was happy hour as in the way we understand it. It's just they were having a happy hour with the rabbits. And then there's another label there under the hello tag that says "Best Day Ever." I'm just looking on the sticker sheet and on all the other embellishments. These are chipboard buttons. So I've just found one because there was a bit of a gap, as you can see, between those two photos where they almost join but don't quite, and where the top of the rabbit die cut is, and I thought it just looked a bit untidy, so I just wanted something to fill that little gap. So I found this heart-shaped button in a stripe, so it does go with the backing paper, and I'm just putting a bit of pink embroidery thread through the holes just to finish it off. And I'm just going to stick it at that join there between the two photos, and a nice little heart between the two photos. I think that just finishes it off nicely, and that's it done. So even though it's out of my comfort zone, I really love this layout, and I'm really pleased how it turned out. So thank you for joining me. Please do join me again soon. Goodbye.